Oh, hey, Popo. Don't mind me. Just a law-abiding truck driver here. Okay, well, let's make some money. So first off, let's go pick up our cargo. Until we get onto the open road, folks, let's go ahead and stick here in cab view. Go back to dashboard cam once we get back on the open road. Let's see if we can loop around behind this place and make our way on over. It's been a hot minute since I picked up cargo with my own truck. This is a little baby old starter truck, folks, so normally they'll warn you if you're selecting a cargo that's going to be too hard for your truck. Thank goodness.
Turn left.
Sorry, pickup.
Get ready to turn right.
You're ready to turn right? Oh, it's going to be right here.
Turn right.
There we go.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Your route guidance is now finished. Alright. Well, let's hope they still have the job. Give me the job market. There we go. Yep, we're taking some nuts all the way over to Montana. Yeah. Take job.
Drive safe.
Okay. Where's our truck? Looks like we got it right there. I will say, folks, this is the thing I always feel like such a rookie at, is the whole backing in to pick up. Right, truck? Pick up the load. This is where you could tell that I am not a licensed commercial driver. Licensed driver, not for something like these.
Time to hit the road.
This is a hobby, you know. After getting spoiled by our road trip we did with just the truck itself without a haul, this will be interesting. Okay, looks like they're probably going to take us back out, heading in the direction of I-5, and then we'll head on down south. And it looks like once we pass the Tacoma region, they're going to send us out east. So somewhere in the Seattle-Tacoma area, they'll send us out east through the mountains.
Turn right.
And that makes sense from what I know of this part of Washington.
Turn right.
While I'm sure that there are technically other routes, I don't know that there are ones that a commercial truck driver would want to take. Alright. We're going to just head under this whole thing. This stoplight is very accurate here. There's a gas station here instead of this warehouse, but they have to look down. It's like, oh, hey. Yeah, I see that all the time. That's a little part of real world they captured really well. Pull on through. And then merge on over towards the freeway. But I'm sure you're all excited for me to head out east, as you're probably tired of seeing me go up and down the 5. And it'll be interesting. Looking out to some virtual parts of the country that I've never even seen in real life. So we'll be doing some virtual tourism together, folks. That'll be fun. Just wait on our light here. Now, for me, it's past coffee time. For a lot of you folks, it's probably getting about lunchtime here at the time that I'm recording this. / streaming, for those of you watching live. Am I not forward enough to trigger the light, or is this one of those ones where the turns go last? We'll just lurk right there. But yeah, I had a early lunch / second breakfast. So even though it's getting on to noon for me, I won't be doing a lunch. And actually, a lot of times I find I prefer it that way. Although some people, like my brother, he's a skip breakfast sort of gentleman, which I kind of think of as high heresy. I'm all for not even having a heavy breakfast, but skipping breakfast altogether, I just cannot imagine. Okay, we're getting back towards the freeway, so we're going to go back towards our dashboard cam, everybody. Just merge ourselves on over. Yeah. We're going to get up to speed and get on the way. Looks like we've got a 10-hour drive ahead. Hopefully we won't have to sleep before we get there. Hopefully, all right, we got the bypass. Oh, hey, chat, look who we got. It's Bubbly! And Bubbly tells us that she skips breakfast most days, and her first meal isn't until 12 p.m. You know, it's a great way to cut out some random extra calories, and depending on your constitution, I can totally see it. I like to have caffeine and some calories in the morning to kickstart the brain, because I do analyst work for my day job and reporting, and a lot of the early morning is when I'm doing a lot of that information work. So having that extra start off is nice. But yeah, back in the old days when I used to do restaurant work and worked at, it was quite a night out. I didn't really eat breakfast. So I can sympathize. And here we are, the couple-minute drive to Burlington. Bypass Burlington. So, you know, if only Burlington was that easy to get to in real life. From Bellingham. But they're not that close. But here it is. It's going to be just a couple of minutes, and we'll be down in Everett and Hiddings. It's like, the compression cracks me up. Oh, it's still a huge game, though. And here in the lovely eternal spring/early summer of American Truck Simulator, it makes for a lovely, lovely day for a drive. It's on Saturday, 9:26 a.m. Still fairly early. And it looks like we'll probably be showing up at our destination. Oh, hey, Saturday, 6:50, 6:58 at night. Okay, we might be able to get through there, assuming we don't have to run into any detours, folks. We might be able to get there before we have to sleep. Let's go ahead and shift the cam off for a little bit, just to admire some of that scenery off in the distance. We'll experiment some with the drive-off cam. That's right, everybody. We're going to skip through Western Washington, drive across the little bit of northern Idaho and into Montana. I don't think I've actually been to Idaho in the game, although I have in real life, but I've never been to Montana in real life or in the game. So it'll be kind of fun to get some cities. Big Sky Country. That's Montana, right? Big Sky Country? You'd think that I would know what I'm talking about there. Lightly sliced utensil.
Keep left.
Now I know that many of you are here watching me play American Truck Simulator looking for something chill, but I am pretty tempted. I've probably already missed the hype wave for it, but Dredge is out. Looks like it's a chill hop, lo-fi fishing experience with a dash of Cthulhu terror and horror. And that speaks to a very specific part in my heart. So I might pick that up. A little bit outside of the channel's normalness, but we're still new, right? We're still establishing our vibe. And while I've done mostly American Truck Simulator and a dash of cleanup detail, there's a lot of different games to explore. Where you can just hang out with me, a dad named Cobra, as we talk about life, the universe. Yep, okay, the convention center. Yep, the Washington State Convention Center. Just gonna zip on under. I love this part of the freeway.
Keep right.
At least when the traffic's good.
Right.
It's not so much fun when the traffic's not so bad. But again, I just love the vibe. I love the
Right.
Oh, we missed. That was our exit. Okay, that was our exit, folks. We just screwed it up. Well, what can I say? I am not the smoothest driver. Let's see if I can zoom out and see how bad. Okay, well, that's not. We haven't added too much. That was just our earlier option. Looks like we added about 20 minutes to our drive by missing that exit. In traditional fashion, American Truck Simulator is not always the best about its GPS giving you the same kind of direction something like Google Map would do. So it would be lovely if they're like, no, take this exit here, this many feet to this exit, instead of just kind of a red line in place that speaks at the last minute. But that's me. That's my thoughts. Although, I am old enough to remember the old days where you did not have GPS. That was like science fiction stuff. You had to navigate with like a map and instructions. Advanced was when we finally had the early internet MapQuest, and you had to hope the MapQuest instructions were right.
Keep left.
Keep
then
left.
Exit left.
And then exit left. Okay, all right, we're going to take this here. These left exits, folks, these
Exit
are
left.
something else. All right, we're going to slow down a little bit as we take this exit. We're going to merge. Don't want to lose too much control. But I did bleed off a little bit of speed. We'll move over to the right. Re-accelerate. Get ourselves back up to speed. But that was pretty smooth. Alright. We're now heading off to the east. Eastward. Oh.
Keep left.
Well. Cruise control going. The nice, serene beauty of driving east. Now our sleepiness meter is about half full, and it is only 10:50. It's 11 o'clock in the game. We woke up at 4, so we're about 7 hours in, and we got about 7 hours to go. We might have to hit a rest stop, but thankfully it looks like we have enough time on the clock. Let's see if I hit F6. Oh, that's 6. F6. They want it between Sunday 7:24 a.m. and Sunday 2:04 p.m.
Keep right, and then turn right.
So we're going to take a right exit.
Turn right.
Okay. Let a little bit of speed bleed off. Because I never know what to expect with basicals. Okay, east out towards Spokane. That's what we want, folks. We got some of these yellow turn arrows. Respect the arrows, folks. When you see those, it means, hey, just watch yourself a little bit. Mind your speed. Be prepared. Just slow down just a little bit to maintain control. I know some of you are young and think that you don't have to moderate your speed, but car accident's pretty rough, so just chill out a little bit. There we go. Alright, and we are now heading... I wish they would tell us the road that we're on. Is there a button that does that? Well, we're carrying nuts. Alright. F7. A little bit damaged to the truck, but not bad. F8, no short messages. F9, the chat is currently not available. That's not a surprise. Okay. Well, they won't tell us what we're doing. Which is a shame. It would be cool if they told us what road we were on in GPS. But I missed the signs. We'll have to keep with that. And what we got here in the chat? It's bubbly, but I do snack throughout the day, especially at work. Now see, snacking is the great enemy. I love a good snack, but boy, that's why I've got a little bit of this dad bod. And you're right, it is so pretty. Some of these vistas, I mean, that's part of what I love about a good driving game, a good trucking game, and a good road trip is the right way. I'm going to do this. That's a veer off the road while doing that. So pretty. I do love a good road trip or a good drive. My inner dad chafes at the cost of fuel anymore, but being able to just drive and enjoy things. See some lovely stuff. One of our loan installment payments folks came out, but we built up quite a war chest before we took the loan for the truck, so I'm not too worried about it. And this job is going to pay like 16 grand. Okay, we've got a way station coming up, folks. We're going to take any bets on whether or not we have to make a stop. We have to make a stop. Boo. Okay, we're going to switch to in-cab mode for this, folks. I got to slow us down. Make sure we're lined up properly for this.
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Never mind. I love how sassy the GPS is. So rude about things like this. Look at that. Nice little stop on the side of the road. All right, let's get going. Listen to all those gears. Okay, folks. Getting her back up to speed. We switch back to our dashboard cam. Look longingly at the rest area. It's 12:30. We can go ways yet. Hopefully there's another good rest stop up ahead. Blue skies, green trees. It's public. I feel like I've seen all sides view on stream. That's funny. Well, you know, for those of you that don't know, Bubbly's probably referring to the fact that I do on Thursdays at 7, most weeks, not all weeks. For instance, this upcoming week, we are going to be not having broadcasting, but I do a podcast with my twin brother, live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Stardate Supplemental. And I talk about, we talk about the starships not named Enterprise and the space stations not named Deep Space Nine. So we talk about ships from episodes that are not the main ship. And Bubbly has seen me many camera angles from that and here. So that's just funny. Especially now that I'm doing this profile viewing. Oh man, I am a terrible driver sometimes. But yeah, a very different content than what you all see here on the stream. But if you want to listen to some nerds, just talk about life and occasionally talk about Star Trek, check it out. That's Stardate Supplemental. But today, look at this open country. Eastern Washington, a lot of this look reminds me, I mean, there's less mountains, it's flatter, for sure, but it really reminds me of Northern California. I grew up in Northern California. A lot of similarities as far as the countryside, the kind of plants and trees and stuff like that really remind me of it. But it's so much flatter in a lot of ways. There aren't the mountains and stuff like that. And when I visited as a young man, that was to me the most unnerving part. Was how open the skies were. And it depends where you are. In some areas you can get some beautiful views like this. But we visited my grandfather, who was a farmer out in the greater Spokane region. It was a long time ago, so I don't know how actual close to Spokane it was. And it was just so flat. Oh, look at this, folks. Look at this. Let's try this. See if we can't get some... try this again. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. It was so flat out there. As near as I can tell, he was farming dirt. Because the time of year we went, there were definitely no crops in it. It's Bubbly says that looks like the Columbia River. I like to think so. It looks kind of like it. I'm not sure if it is, but the Columbia does cut through Washington, to my knowledge. So I wouldn't be surprised. I discovered a new viewpoint. Scenic view up ahead, but not a rest stop. Can we take that? No, let's not take the scenic view, folks. Let's keep going. We're not on a road trip. Let's make sure our cruise control is still set. It is. We're just dealing with this incline. We could be a road trip. You know, one of these days, Bubbly, if you're feeling it, there's that new guest star feature or whatever they have. We could figure out a way to get a camera view in here as well, like on the other side or something like that, and get you in the audio. And we could do a road trip style or something like that. That would be funny. Although I believe you do the what is it? The VTuber, the I forget it. Is it called VTuber? I believe you use the virtual rig setup normally. All right, we got a rest stop coming up, folks. And you know what? Even though it's 150, oh, you do PNG down. Okay, see, it shows what I know. There's a handful of different setups out there. But yeah, do a road trip. It's kind of a Let's Play American Truck Simulator road trip style. I think that'd be very fun. Oh, folks. Oh, that truck slammed on the gas. Wait a second. We are going to go ahead and take this rest stop option, though, because I see, if you look over there, we got that little blue bed, and on top of the
recomputing
meter, and and what that means is that we are tired. A little blue meter. It looks like a little bed. And so when that fills up, you can start to like have your eyes closed, and I don't know if you'll actually pass out, but it's not good. So instead, we'll go ahead and take a nap, and that means our drive will continue at night, which is a shame because of all the beautiful scenery we're going to miss. But them's the breaks. Resting. Yeah, look at this. It's early morning. I'd rest again until the sun came up. But we're in the middle of a drive, folks. We gotta get ourselves on the road. Nice little rest stop. I did promise to show you all some rest stops. There it is. Okay. Just gonna pull on out. That's what he said. And we are going to get back on the road. Washington by night. Well, if we're lucky, looks like we'll be there by 5:30 in the morning Sunday, which is a little earlier than they expect us. I don't know if it's good to be too early. But that's all right. We're getting back on the road. Oh, here we go. I-90 East. That's where we are. Moses Lake. Yep, I've driven to Moses Lake before. As a child, many years ago. Yeah, man. But, so I didn't really do the driving. Mostly, I sat in the back seat or asked my stepdad and tried to get him to play Inya on loop over and over. Or maybe it was Enigma. You know, one of those new agey, chanty kind of videos that was very popular at the time. There we go. We're back up to 60, folks. We can turn on the cruise control and just kind of enjoy the night drive. I mean, we're not missing too much, although it is some beautiful open countryside, but it is a setting. Now, I don't even know how close we are to Spokane in the game, or if we've already passed through. I don't think so. I think that'll be right before we hit Idaho. I mean, it looks like we're getting close, but I'm going on memories from 25, 30, probably close on to 30 years ago. You know, I've got this light up here so you can all see me clearly. But it makes these night scenes so much more difficult. One of these days, if I start playing any of those haunted ghost hunter games that are so popular right now that make everybody scream in terror, this light would make it so difficult for me. The sacrifices I make for your enjoyment. Road tripping. So what do you all talk about on road trips? The last road trip I was on was to actually a comic convention with a buddy of mine, my friend Django. It's a great dude. And he owns and runs a comic shop. And we were talking, because I'm an analyst, we were talking about data related to the kind of data they use to track and invoice and database stuff. And like the nerdiest thing, talking about the facets of comic and book selling data and how that whole industry works while on a road trip. Like, we talked avidly about it basically the whole way on the trip for a few hours. It just cracks me up. Now let's take a look at our gas. Well, we're at about half a tank. 227 miles to go, though. We should be fine. Although, since we're driving our own truck now these days, folks, it is important for us to remember that we have to pay for fuel ourselves now. And any tolls, fees, and stuff like that come out of our own pockets. Spokane, 47 miles. Oh, okay, so we haven't passed through yet. I'm just going to pass through it now. What do we got here from Bubbly in the chat? I'd love for you to play Phasmo. It'd be great. There's a few games in that category now, isn't there, that are all very similar. You could watch me scream and shriek. Our friend, Case, who does... if you like that kind of play, folks, one of these days I'll probably do some. Although that's kind of a game best played at nighttime. And I have a toddler, so currently, lately, he's been very addicted to having all the attention at night. So I haven't been able to play at night. But if we get back to that, our friend Outer God Inc. on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Outer God Inc. And that's INC as in incorporated. They play mostly, at least lately, there's a few different games that they play, like Hades and stuff like that, but they also play a lot of Phasmo, I can't even say the word, the spooky ghost games. I think there's a handful of them now. I can never pronounce their names. But if you like watching somebody be in a constant state of terror as they ghost hunt, sometimes with friends, sometimes by themselves, you should go check out Outer God Inc. Speed limit's holding steady.
Keep left.
Keep left. Sticking on I-90 here, folks. Driving through Spokane at night. They are amazing. They are amazing. Maybe one of these days I'll get myself guest starred into one of those. I have Phasmo. I think I've already purchased one. It's not installed right now. I tried playing it in VR. I do have a VR rig. And nope. Combination of motion sick and pure terror. And if I'm going to be scared in a ghost game, at least it's better if I'm not full VR. Just a lot of nope. Okay, since we're driving through Spokane at night, I can't comment on the city itself or anything because we can't see much because it's dark. Why don't we have an important conversation, folks? Are you Team Pepsi or Team Coke? Now, I feel like maybe a lot of folks these days, a lot of the youngins, may not appreciate the Cola wars. But I'm a Gen Xer, and I grew up during the height of the Cola wars. And I must say my allegiance has always been primarily to Team Coke. But I will admit that in my early 20s, the whole it's the choice of a new generation messaging and everything like that, Pepsi was the thing I drank a lot of at that time. Not even Diet Pepsi like I should. Like, I definitely gained some of my dad weight from drinking too much Pepsi as a young man. But Coke, I think, ultimately is one out. And I'm becoming a Coke drinker. Bubbly here in the chat says that she drinks Coke, but sometimes drinks Pepsi. Yeah, I mean, I'll drink Pepsi if that's what's there. You know, the official motto of Pepsi. You know, somebody orders a Coke and they go, "Is Pepsi okay?" They should make a commercial campaign. Oh, look at this, folks. We finally hit a state where we can drive 65 on the freeway. I don't know if we're actually in Idaho yet, but
Keep left.
I think it's the first time I've seen us get a 65 speed limit again. There we go. Oh, no, I didn't get the cruise control on. But yeah, no, I'm more of a Coke man. Although, I don't drink, like, Coke Classic so much anymore. I've definitely gotten to that point in life where if I'm going to have a cola, I prefer to stick to Diet Coke, or actually Coke Zero is my preference. I mean, Diet Coke's fine, and I will drink it, but I prefer Coke Zero. The flavor's better. Sugared sodas are so hard for me. They're so sweet. So sweet. Hard to imagine that I drank that much sugared soda for once upon a time. And there's so much sugar in them, folks. So much sugar. Get our high beams on. It's real dark out here. I know we're on the freeway, so high beams are a little bit of bad form. But we'll, you know, the oncoming traffic, we can't see them. They've got that little symbol wall, so I think we're fine, folks. Oh, look, somebody else is in the chat. Got a smile, a sleepy nod from Whispering. Or Whiskers, as Bubbly calls her. Hello, chat. Hi, Whispering. We're driving across... Oh, gosh, we might be in Idaho by now, for all I know. On our way to Montana, in a virtual world of American Truck Simulator. I've never been to Montana either in-game or real life. And it's been a hot minute since I've been in Eastern Washington. Alright, we'll turn our high beams back off as we got a lot of traffic nowadays, folks. Always 65 miles an hour. This doesn't feel safe, but you know, it's fun. If we are in Idaho, folks, I must say their signage hasn't changed up that much from what we saw back in Washington. And I could see the outlines of trees and mountains. And if I shade my eyes from the camp light I've got going, some stars. I bet you this would be real beautiful. Oh, they dropped it back down to 60 on us just to mess with me. I bet you it'd be real beautiful out there. But cargo waits on no man. Oh, that was a traffic accident ahead of us, folks. We just barely avoided it. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that I did that. Whisper just called this out in the chat. OMG, I love that you put your recipe in your about. That's amazing. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I love to cook. I'm the kind of dad that loves to cook. Actually, I do most of the cooking in this household. I love my lady love, and she can cook when the mood suits, but I do most of the cooking. And my recipe, a variation on some recipes I've seen out in the world, Cobra's Beefy Biscuit Pot Pie. If you need an emergency recipe because you don't know what to do, and you don't know what to look for, in my About page, I've got the recipe to my infamous Beefy Biscuit Pot Pie, and you can go look it up. And Bubbly says, note to self, don't drive on the road with Cobras in a semi-truck. Hey, I dodged that accident. I didn't cause the accident. I'll have you know that. So yeah, if you ever find yourself, viewers, out in a situation where you don't know what to make, you need something to feed the kids and yourself and your Mr. and or Mrs., hey, try my Beefy Biscuit Pot Pie. Oh, this car is killing me. Buddy, making me shed all that speed on a hill? You're so rude. See if we can pass it. Probably not. We'll try. Driving like 45 on the freeway in a car. So rude. I did not see that sign. There's some sort of big sign that just passed on that overpass. Well, hopefully not too important. And hopefully now that we're getting up to speed, they'll let us get back in the slow lane. cars are speeding up. Another way station coming up. What's the gamble, folks? Do we get the bypass? I'm hoping for a bypass, but I'm betting they make us pull into way. Because it is open. Yep, they're not going to let us bypass. Switch into in-cab view, folks, as we take the way station. Wait, is that the... Oh, no! Oh!
Rerouting.
Oh. That was a risky maneuver. Nobody slammed into me. No accidents. An exit on the left way station? What is this insanity? Things are weird here in Idaho. Or are we in Montana now? I don't really know. Okay, well, that's okay. We almost caused an accident. Things almost got really hairy there. But we've only got 70 miles to our destination, folks. All right. So we'll do our inspection. Get out of here. Get back on the road. Whew. All right, well, my character's going to need virtual breakfast after we drop this cargo off. But, you know, he's trying to be a healthier trucker. Okay, so now, where's my on-ramp? Is it over here? 2I-90. On-ramp's a strong word. That is... Oh, wow, look at this. This is barely an on-ramp. Hey, we're going to dump you into the fast lane in a big rig with no acceleration profile. Man, this is going to suck. So I can get back over. Okay. All right, so if you're on the open road living life as a trucker, and you're trying to eat a healthier breakfast, what are we doing? Mom Pa's restaurant for breakfast is certainly, I think, in character. But let's be honest, you're going to get a delicious meal with a Mom Pa. You're not going to necessarily get a healthy breakfast. And those truckers need all the help they can get. That's a job where you're sitting a lot, long hours. You got to do something for the old ticker to make up for that. I mean, that's something I'm working on. Having children means I'm not the best at working on it, but I'm trying. Okay. All right, let's hope our gas holds out. We've only got 52 miles to go. Sun's rising. We must be in Montana at this point. Didn't really see any official signs to indicate we passed city borders. Which, you know, that's kind of how it works here in this. And up here on the next right, we've got some gas and stuff. Which is probably the little old town that we're going to be pulling into to drop this off in. Well, I say little, but I actually don't know if Thompson Falls is little. It sounds little. Yeah, it's a kind of name, you know. Thompson Falls. Doesn't sound like a big town. Now, if you're watching this and you're in Thompson Falls,
turn left.
Let me know. Reach out to Doobly-Doo. All right, we hit our stop. Oh, hey, Popo. Don't mind me. Just a law-abiding truck driver here. Not causing any trouble. Well, it's probably going to be a mom and pop restaurant or a gas station looking at this little old place. This looks a lot like the last town we stopped in, if we're honest, folks. Like, I wonder if this is like a blueprint for little towns that they have.
Go straight on.
Oh, we got 36 miles to go yet. Oh, okay. We're not even really in town proper yet. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes, folks. A wrong guess. Still don't get the reference. If that's a reference to a real life gas chain, I don't know that one. We do have some pretty countryside going on here. Reminds me of parts of western Washington up in the north. Out in the mountains. Dimmy. Out in the Mount Baker region and stuff. For those of you from that region. Okay, and then we go from 40 to 65. Okay. All right. Yeah, small town, middle of nowhere road. 65, sure. Got a train passing out there. Now, if you're watching this out there instead of live, if you're watching this on YouTube, you should let me know what's the ideal length episode for you. I'm still trying to dial it in. But, you know, a lot of people don't make it all the way through a full hour of watching time. And who has the time for that? But some people like the longer episodes because they can just put it on in the background and enjoy the ambiance and just listening to me chatter on. Whether it's a mild distraction while they're working or just something to unwind to at the end of the night. Everybody's got their own thing. But you should let me know what your preference is. You should also let me know where somewhere in the game you would like to go next. Because, you know, here at Dad Named Cobra, we aim to please. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, we're going to come to a full and complete stop. Sort of. Go back out to our dash cam. Gas is getting a little low there. But we've only got 8 miles to Thompson Falls. Sort of what, Bubbly? Oh, hey! It's a train! Look at that! Not a very big one. But, still, I'll take it. There we go. Thompson Falls discovered. I think Discovered's overselling it, you know. I hardly discovered Thompson Falls. Encountered, or, you know. I mean, it is a personal discovery. But not like I'm the first person to be to Thompson Falls. Which actually would be impressive, because how could it be Thompson Falls if I discovered Thompson Falls? I have to think about that. We're going to have an exit up here on the left.
Keep left, and then turn left.
Look at this. We're going to go to the in-cab view as we do this, folks. Lovely says Thompson Falls is 2 hours away from your dad lives in Idaho.
Turn left.
Oh. I know a lot of people with family either from Idaho or that live in Idaho still, from their family does, which is always interesting. I mean, shoot, my mom's from Idaho. My lady's mom is from Idaho.
It's
My dad is from Idaho. I have some friends in town from Idaho. This is funny. All right, let's go ahead and handle our delivery. See, well, let's take a look at where they need it. There's no way I'm backing it in. Folks, we know what a terrible driver I am. Let's try playing it safe. We could possibly pull that off. All right. Cheating with the drone cam footage. Every trucker's dream. And Bob's your uncle.